Now I'm pretty sure you can all guess that the place behind me is really, if anything, where Rachel Reeves should really be. Because let's face it, not only isn't she doing a very good job as Chancellor, but also thanks to skyrocketing costs, which she more than likely contributed to with her employer national insurance rise. But let's just look at the numbers. Critical financial distress has ballooned 21% year on year. Bars and restaurants are in free fall with a staggering 41.7% surge in distress, and even travel tourism isn't catching a break with a whopping 39% leap. It's not rocket science, isn't it? These industries are the livelihood of our economy, more than likely, and they're bleeding, it seems. And if that wasn't enough, general retailers are struggling with a 17.8% jump in financial distress. Independent pubs, well, many won't even last another year without immediate action, apparently. And I don't know about you, but personally, I think that's quite heartbreaking and frustrating, especially when, let's face it, this could have more than likely been avoided if instead of, shall we say, clawing the money back from businesses, small businesses as well, I'm guessing, the government surely could have said to Ed Miliband, who, remember, as far as I'm aware, wants to spend 11 point whatever billion pounds it is on overseas climate emergencies, she should have turned to him and said, "No, Ed, I'm not going to give you the money for that, I'm afraid. You'll have to wait because our country is in need first." But of course, she hasn't got the balls to do that, has she? No pun intended. Reeves' decisions, shall we say, are kind of a masterclass in economic mismanagement, because the increases to national insurance contributions might sound noble on paper because in their eyes, I'm guessing, it's companies that will be paying the tax, not us people. However, it will come down on us people because the companies don't like losing profits, do they? So they just put up their prices even higher than perhaps they would have done. So it will be us more than likely feeling the kick in the balls rather than the businesses, if any, of course, don't go bust in the meantime. In reality, it's kind of slammed some businesses into a corner, and these businesses don't have the luxury of financial headroom to absorb such rising costs, and because of that, they're kind of suffocating, if anything, under the weight of ill-conceived policies. I mean, honestly, even Big Bird could have probably done a better job. I'm guessing at least he understands teamwork, basic economics, and more than likely understands the importance of actually not sinking the ship whilst trying to patch a single hole, eh? But what about the wider economy? Well, if anything, it's kind of limping along, with the recent figures showing the gross domestic product shrank by 0.1% in May, after a 0.3% drop in April. And that is not just a blip. That, if anything, is kind of a trend now, isn't it? Consumer confidence is volatile, and household finances are kind of stretched thin, and businesses that rely on discretionary spending are kind of feeling the pinch like never before, aren't they? Even our Beer and Pub Association is kind of ringing the alarm bells, predicting that there's going to be 378 pub closures this year alone. That's over 5,600 direct job losses, which, remember, with all the other unemployment out there, is just going to add to the list of our growing benefits bill. Not only that, but remember about all the illegal boat people, or probably future Labour voters as I like to call them, are just more than likely adding to the cost as well. Not to mention the ripple effect on suppliers, distributors, and local communities. And if you think about it, this isn't just about statistics. It's about real people, real jobs, and real livelihoods being swept away by economic decisions made without a grasp of their consequences. I mean, what's next? Ration books? Or maybe, just maybe, a bake sale to prop up the GDP? I mean, who knows? But one thing, in my opinion, is crystal clear, and that is Rachel Reeves, in my opinion, isn't qualified to be Chancellor. This, if anything, is surely solid proof the economy is practically waving a giant red flag, or white flag in my opinion, and yet here we are watching it crumble under her as Chancellor. I mean, to be honest, she needs to be replaced as soon as possible before the economy sinks even further, and perhaps now that this has come out with her 50,000 businesses and potential job losses that there could be, this hopefully could be her final straw. And I think, if anything, if it is, I think she needs to be replaced as soon as possible, because let's face it, the writing is on the wall in bold neon letters flashing, "Time for a change." Although Labour, from what I remember, did say we would be having change, although I personally think the change we got was a change for the worse, and in fact, the only people I think did benefit for this change is all the illegal boat people coming from safe country, which is France. But anyway, what do you all think? Let me know down in the comments, and I will be back soon with some more videos. So make sure you click that subscribe button down there so you don't miss my next one.